Liam Payne's final hours at the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires were marked by chaos and tragedy, as the pop star appeared to be deeply distressed. He was in Argentina to attend Niall Horan's concert, eager to reconnect with his former bandmate. However, the night took an unexpected turn as Liam's behavior became erratic, leading to escalating tensions that ultimately resulted in his untimely death. The circumstances of his final moments remain the subject of deep public interest and investigation. As hotel staff and witnesses recalled, Payne had checked into the hotel under his own name, choosing a third-floor suite that overlooked the bustling city below. Buenos Aires had always been a place of energy and excitement, but for Payne, it seemed the trip had been anything but calm. While there were no initial indications of trouble, by the time the sun set that day, Payne's actions became worrisome to both hotel staff and his fellow guests. The distress signals, according to multiple reports, the trouble began in the late afternoon. Payne had retreated to his suite after a day spent around the city. The singer had recently been struggling with personal issues, as reflected in his 2024 release, Teardrops, a song many believed to be an emotional outcry about his mental health battles. Close friends had voiced concerns about his emotional state in the weeks leading up to his death, and there were murmurs that Liam had been grappling with anxiety and depression, amplified by substance use. In his hotel room, Payne was reportedly seen drinking heavily, pacing, and intermittently calling friends in the UK. His calls to loved ones were described as frantic and disjointed, with his emotional distress becoming more apparent as the evening wore on. Witnesses from nearby rooms reported hearing raised voices, some saying they heard what they described as an argument on the phone, although it is unclear whom Payne was speaking to. By 9 p.m., things had escalated to the point where hotel staff were concerned. Payne was seen wandering out onto his balcony multiple times, visibly agitated, gesturing at the city below. As time passed, his behavior became increasingly unpredictable. According to witness accounts from hotel staff, Payne had begun shouting incoherently from the balcony, alarming those in nearby rooms. Some speculated that he may have been hallucinating, though there has been no official confirmation of this. The 911 call, hotel manager's frantic plea. Shortly before midnight, hotel security made the decision to intervene, calling the hotel's general manager to handle the situation. It was the manager who placed the now infamous 911 call. Transcripts of the call detail the escalating panic in the manager's voice as he reported an aggressive guest acting dangerously on the third-floor balcony. Here's a closer look at how that final call played out as described by eyewitness accounts and local police reports. Manager: Yes, I need assistance immediately. We have a guest. He's very aggressive, and we're afraid for his safety. He's shouting from the balcony, and we believe he might be, on something? Can you confirm the guest's location? It's the Casa Sur Palermo. He's on the third floor, room 317. Please hurry. He's not in control of himself. I think he's under the influence of alcohol or something else. What is the guest doing right now? He's pacing, he's yelling, he's over the balcony again. I've told him to come inside, but he won't listen. Operator, please stay calm. Emergency services are on the way. Do you have any information on the guest? Manager: Yes, it's Liam Payne, the singer. You know, One Direction? Please, he's not safe. Despite efforts by hotel staff to de-escalate the situation, Payne remained in a distressed state. When paramedics arrived, it was too late. Payne had fallen from the balcony, plummeting to the ground below. The emergency response was swift, but tragically, Payne succumbed to his injuries. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The aftermath. As the news broke, social media erupted in a wave of disbelief and grief. Fans who had grown up with Payne, many who had followed him from his early days on The X Factor, were crushed. Tributes from fans, fellow musicians, and public figures poured in, with #RipLiam trending worldwide within minutes of the tragic news being confirmed. Among the first to publicly address Payne's passing were his former bandmates. Niall Horan, who had been in Buenos Aires for his concert, canceled his remaining shows and issued a heartfelt statement. "I'm absolutely devastated. Liam was my brother and I can't believe he's gone," Horan wrote on Instagram, attaching a photo of the two together from their One Direction days. Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik also expressed their heartbreak, with each of them sharing stories and memories that honored the bond they had formed during their years as a band. Fans worldwide gathered for impromptu memorials, lighting candles and playing One Direction hits in public spaces. Vigils were held across major cities, including London, New York, and Buenos Aires itself, where locals, who had been fans of Payne, turned the hotel's entrance into a sea of flowers and handwritten notes. A reflection on success and struggles. Liam Payne's rise to stardom was the kind of story every aspiring musician dreams of. Born in Wolverhampton, England, in 1993, Payne's talent for singing was apparent from a young age. His love for performing eventually led him to audition for the X Factor at just 14 years old. Though his first attempt didn't lead to success, Payne returned in 2010, and fate had something else in store for him. Simon Cowell, recognizing Payne's potential, grouped him with Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, forming One Direction, the band that would go on to dominate the world. The group's massive success was almost instantaneous, with chart-topping hits like What Makes You Beautiful, Story of My Life, and Drag Me Down. One Direction became a cultural phenomenon. Their dedicated fan base followed them through every tour, every album, and every single release. Payne, with his soothing vocals and steady presence, became one of the group's pillars. As One Direction's popularity grew, so did the demands placed on its members. By the time the group announced their hiatus in 2016, Payne, like his bandmates, was feeling the toll of years spent in the public eye. He transitioned into a solo career, releasing Strip That Down in 2017, a single that highlighted his versatility as an artist and marked the beginning of a new chapter in his musical journey. His debut solo album, LP1, was released in 2019 and featured collaborations with artists such as Quavo and Rita Ora. Yet, while Payne experienced success as a solo artist, he also faced personal challenges. His relationship with Cheryl Cole, with whom he shares a son, Bear, became tabloid fodder, as did his struggles with mental health and substance abuse. Payne never shied away from speaking openly about his difficulties, often expressing the pressures he felt growing up in the spotlight. His honesty endeared him to his fans, but it was clear that the weight of fame had become a significant burden. The mental health battle. Payne's personal battles were well known to those who followed his journey closely. He had spoken in interviews about his struggles with anxiety and alcohol, sharing that the relentless pressure of fame had taken its toll. In an interview in 2022, Payne discussed how he had reached a breaking point. There were times when I felt I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything was a blur, and I was just trying to keep my head above water. Payne's attempts to overcome his demons were public, and at times very painful. He sought help multiple times, often retreating from the public eye to focus on his mental health and his relationship with his son. Yet, even as he worked to heal, the scars of his early fame were apparent. Payne's honesty about his struggles helped shed light on the darker side of celebrity life. The pressure, the constant scrutiny, and the toll it takes on a person's mental well-being. In March 2024, Payne released Teardrops, a single that many believe to be a reflection of his ongoing emotional turmoil. In a candid social media post, Payne revealed that the song was deeply personal, saying, "This song was born from many tears, not all mine." Fans saw it as a cry for help, an acknowledgement that Payne was still grappling with his past. Legacy and final thoughts. Liam Payne's death at just 31 years old has left an indelible mark on the world. He was a talented singer, a loving father, and a man who fought his personal battles with remarkable openness. From his rise to fame with One Direction, to his solo career and personal struggles, Payne's journey was one of immense highs and deeply personal lows. In the days following his passing, fans, friends, and colleagues paid tribute to Payne, reflecting on the joy he brought to so many through his music and his vulnerability. His legacy will be remembered not just for the chart-topping hits and sold-out arenas, but for the honesty with which he faced his demons and his efforts to navigate the complexities of fame.